Right, I don't know why we're doing this, but now we got more light beer. Right, I had done the light beer of horror videos in Florida when it was friggin' like ridiculously hot out, and now it's getting cold. So natural light. This is the cheapest light beer there is, right? What was it? What was
It has been.
Yeah,
It has been.
that was 2 for $3, so it was $1.50 each.
And I'm just going to mix mine with the Keystone.
Oh
Light,
my god!
Okay?
Oh god!
So it's not grog. Maybe we can call it bog.
Wow, it's cool.
2025.
2025, we're gonna take care of that beer mixing stuff.
The cheapest light beer when I was a young man was red, white, and blue light.
What the hell is that?
Red, white, and blue was the Pabst Blue Ribbon low quality beer. And
Wow.
red, white, and Pabst was not highly regarded.
No,
okay.
no.
And
My grandmother liked it.
Like you had a hard time getting Vietnam vets to drink Pabst because that's all they drank in Vietnam. But red, white, and blue light was horrible.
Yeah.
That was when I was 18 and I made $107 a week, and I'd pitch in with these three guys I lived with to get cases of beer. We usually got Wiedemann beer, which was $4.98.
Wiedemann, I never heard of
for
that.
glass bottles.
That's a Baltimore beer.
It was made in Maryland. I don't think it was made in Baltimore. It was kind of like Fort Pitt, which was a local Pittsburgh beer, in that you could see the sediment in the bottom of the beer.
That's great. I remember forgets Baltimore had, and Philly and New York and Brooklyn had a lot of German breweries.
Well, I knew a guy named Pops that still worked at a local Baltimore brewery where they made Tuborg beer, and they made National Bohemian and National Premium. I don't know what his name was. Everybody just called him Pops. He was a big old Irish guy that we used to go to bull roast with. He was a customer at the supermarket we worked at.
I heard a National Premium. Sensei Steve mentioned that.
Oh, it was,
That was like a big beer.
It was my
Ooh.
grandfather usually drank National Bow or Schmidt's Bavarian beer.
Oh,
in
Schmidt's.
like the round
Yeah,
bottle.
yeah.
And for special occasions, he would get a 6-pack of National Premium.
These are like all extinct brands of beer that probably taste the same as this. Now, my opinion of Natural Light is I actually, it's actually better than what I just drank. It's not as sweet. I don't like sweet. I like a malty beer, but I don't like a sweet beer. So, Natural Light's pretty good for $1.50. What was cheaper? The Hurricane was cheaper, but we're not drinking that.
The Hurricane was $1.39. Quite a deal. I used to get a Hurricane 3-packs for $4.95 in Portland.
Oh, damn. Oh,
But 30 cents for container tax because it was 3 cans.
that's right.
Um,
Save the planet.
I used to drink Moosehead.
Oh, Moosehead. That was Canadian beers were good beers.
Yeah, well, they're good beer.
Back
right,
then,
when I was in
yeah.
my 20s, the good beers were Moosehead. So I was in my late 20s, early 30s, and my youngest son used to go to the refrigerator and get my beer for me.
Nice.
And he would take a taste of it.
Oh.
And he liked moose beer. Well, I was broke one week, so I got a case of Natural Light.
Oh.
And I sent him to the fridge to get a beer, and I heard him pop it in the other room, and he came out and he said, "Daddy, not moose beer." He
No.
was like 5.
Not
He was
moose, no.
"Oh." And he's a snob to this day. This
Oh,
kid
yeah.
spends $500 on
Oh,
dinner.
yeah,
because he won't-
yeah. LaFond Jr. is
Yeah.
Mr. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't cover the tip for dinner last time. And I didn't eat anything.
Yeah, keep
I mean-
going too. That's fun. That goes to show you the Natural Light. Well, like I said, in terms of like the light beers, these are. I mean, like I said, they're just
Well,
they're chasers for liquor.
I can tell you that that is an Anheuser-Busch product.
Oh,
And
okay.
all Anheuser-Busch products used to give me a headache.
You said that,
And while I was drinking it,
right?
Tattoo Rick, who was a bartender, he ran the first microbrew bar in Baltimore.
I
said
remember him.
That's because they use rice
Right.
to quicken the process. Now, maybe it's just because my brain's turning to mush and it's impervious to different things and my dotage. But since I have been on Guru Rick's diet, you know, eating as close to carnivore as I can stomach, I have not gotten a headache from drinking any Anheuser-Busch products. That's the only reason why I went to drinking Natural Light, because I was avoiding it.
Yeah, well, I mean, Busch Light, Natural Light,
but one
night
night
Busch.
in Portland, I said to myself, well, they don't have Coors Light here or Miller Light. Looks like I'm going to have to get a headache drinking this Bud Light. Yeah. And I didn't get a headache. That was the first time I tried an Anheuser-Busch product after getting on the keto diet. So maybe that has some effect. I don't know. I'd like to think that I just finally got a number of concussions that outweighed the rice.
Well, I think that's what your sleep deprivation and your concussions, I think, have given you mental superpowers. So to withstand alcohol and to be able to produce the writing that you produce at the rate you do.
I got my 27th concussion yesterday.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's been a whole year. It's been over a year since I got a concussion. It's like a year and a half.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so I got my 27th yesterday. That actually gave me a headache.
I've had 3 concussions, and that's three. One was all right, actually. The other one didn't last long. The worst situation I was in, the concussion lasted the least longest. The one you gave me actually lasted for a day.
Sorry.
That's all right.
You must have walked into that. I can't.
I definitely walked into that.
I can't hit anybody hard enough to get me.
I'm a palooka. I'm what you call a palooka. At least back then I was. So. Hey, all right, man. Enough of this. We're turning people off. I'm losing viewers. I'm losing subscribers. Thank you. I want to stay under 1,000, please. Thank you. All right.